this video needs to start with a warning, because the whole reason I'm making it is because somebody posted extremely disturbing, disgusting crimes against children on the internet. And so let's get straight into it with this tweet here. I'm not even going to read it all to you. Look how long you can make them now, I suppose, if you pay for it. But the gist of it is he's talking about how some fairly large account has been suspended. But more importantly, I need to show you Elon Musk's replies to this tweet. Alright, the first part of Elon's reply here is responding to the other guy talking about transparency. And then he goes on to say, I'm told that this account was suspended for posting child exploitation pictures associated with the criminal conviction of an Australian man in the Philippines. And he includes a link. He goes on to say in another reply, only people on our CSE team have seen those pictures. For now, we will delete those posts and reinstate the account. And this was the link that Elon included. It's an article, and I honestly can't read it out loud for you. I'll put a bit of it on the screen. See, I feel sick just reading about it. Alright, so Elon included this article from November 2022 about this disgusting evil piece of shit gone to jail for over 100 years. And then just to remind you that he linked this in a tweet where he said somebody that shared images to do with these crimes will have their account reinstated. Like, what the actual fuck? And over at the Majority Report without Sam Cedar, they also covered this and did a great job.
Dom Lucre, a prominent right-wing influencer who consistently and constantly posts outrageous conspiracy theories, calling other people pedophiles. He just recently posted actual child sexual abuse material. Twitter suspended him temporarily. Musk saw all the people, all the right-wingers demanding him come back, admitted he got to his CSAM experts suspended the account for that reason and said, okay, we'll remove the material, but we'll bring the account back. They brought the guy back because Musk said to.
Well, that's why they got pulled in from the Australian Parliament before,
right, with the Pickles guy you're talking about, right?
Yeah, that's exactly the reason.
Yep, now we got to talk about a hearing in Australian Parliament about this very incident, starting with this article. Twitter/X defends restoring account that shared child abuse material, and this is from the 10th of August 2023. The company, formerly known as Twitter, has faced heat from politicians in a combative hearing over X's tackling of child abuse material, after the company restored an account that shared such material last month, despite claiming to have a zero-tolerance approach. At the end of July, a right-wing influencer account with over 500,000 followers shared an image of child abuse material on X, stating it was to draw attention to child exploitation. It garnered more than 3 million views and 8,000 retweets before it was taken down and the account was suspended. Musk claimed only staff on X's child exploitation team had seen the tweet, said the tweet was deleted, and then restored the account after pressure from other right-wing accounts on the platform. Speaking before an Australian Parliamentary Committee on Law Enforcement Capabilities in relation to child exploitation, where you have one head of global affairs, Kathleen Reen, saying that this stuff will be immediately removed and people posting it will have their accounts permanently suspended. And so that's one head of global affairs for X/Twitter. Let's have a listen to what another head of global affairs has to say, that Nick Pickles guy, because I find it very concerning. And so I'm going to play something and you're going to hear him speaking, and then responding to him is Labour Senator Helen Polly.
We have a zero tolerance to the content, but we may, in the view of the account itself, feel that permanent suspension isn't the proportionate response. Accounts dedicated to distributing, accounts engaging in this, we want off Twitter, off X as fast as possible. But there are cases globally where people do share this content out of outrage. And in those cases, we do look at whether removing the content is the appropriate response.
Well, I'm sorry, but if I'm outraged by some content, I'm not going to share that to make the point. But what I would do is, if I am a consumer of that type of material, you're now just saying, if I just share that in the pretense that I'm outraged, that's okay.
Well, it's actually a crime.
It's a crime, and it should be suspended permanently. There is no
clearly
excuse
Google-
whether you're posting something through outrage, which to me just is not logical, that your account should not be permanently suspended. You can see why we don't have a lot of faith and trust in what you're telling us here today.
I reckon the senator did a great job there of pointing out that what's then to stop a criminal, an actual predator, from posting this and then just saying, oh, doing it because of outrage. I'll share all of my thoughts about everything at the end of this, because now we're going to go to the CEO of X, formerly Twitter, in an interview she did recently around the 10th or 11th of August.
Because by all objective metrics, X is a much healthier and safer platform than it was a year ago. Since acquisitions, we have built brand safety and content moderation tools that have never existed before at this company. And we've introduced a new policy, to your specific point about hate speech, called freedom of speech, not reach. So if you're going to post something that's illegal or against the law, you're gone, zero tolerance. But more importantly, if you're going to post something that is lawful, but it's awful, you get labeled. You get labeled, you get de-amplified, which means it cannot be shared, and it is certainly demonetized.
I'll link Matt Binder's channel in the description box below, because I had to include what he says here about this account and what they posted in response to what the CEO just said.
Those stills of that child sexual assault material, abuse material in it. That tweet was retweeted, it was liked, it was shared. Before it was removed, it had over 3 million impressions, meaning it got into front of people over times on Twitter. And he was one of the people that Twitter paid out in that first batch of monetization of Twitter Blue subscribers. So each and every point she just made, from automatic ban for unlawful material, no reach and no monetization for not so good material but still lawful, which again, this wasn't lawful at all. All three of those things, wrong.
Since Matt Binder was so well informed about what was going on here, I had to go check out his Twitter profile, because of course he was all over this from the get-go, with a tweet saying Elon Musk just confirmed that a prominent right-wing influencer on the platform was suspended for posting child exploitation pictures. Also, Musk confirmed that they just reinstated his account, which then got a reply from the actual dude saying, damn, you look like a real caveman. And then friend of the show, The Surfs, replied to him, which then got another response, which is incredible. Because he said, you're being a bitch. I was banned for the Obama content. I exposed the evils being done to children, but you weirdos will ignore that and continue to let them suffer. And includes a screenshot of what got him suspended. Incredible. So the screenshot that he posted, that he decided to include to show the tweet that got him suspended, at the top it says, violating our CSE policy. You may not post content that violates our CSE policy regardless of intent. Posting, retweeting, or linking to such content is strictly prohibited on Twitter, maybe not on X though. Repeated violations will result in suspension of your account. And then it shows us the tweet in question, where he says, on January the 25th in 2017, the partner of the piece of shit that's been sentenced to over 100 years in prison was finally arrested. And so I have to ask, how are you bringing attention to anything? What awareness are you bringing by pointing out these people that were arrested a long time ago and are never going to be released? He also says the video provided by Dutch police, provided to the authorities in the Philippines. That's how they caught them. Police in different countries work together. It wasn't provided to you, which leads me to the question I have to ask, the main point of this video. How the fuck is this person committing crimes in front of everyone? That already seems like a crime. Like, regardless of where you are, surely you've got crimes on the books saying that is illegal. And then possession is one thing. Distributing it to like over 8,000 people, that's how many people retweeted it. 3 million impressions. And that's not to say how many people then took their own screenshots or downloaded the image. But yeah, just my little channel here is going to be the one asking, how is there no investigation into this person? This guy posted stills from a video that is insanely illegal, extremely disgusting. People might remember that I made a video about Josh Duggar and how he is in prison now. Part of the evidence in the case against him was the fact that he was trying to download the same video. And after just a quick search, I found a couple of examples of the other times we've seen people say they're exposing abuse to children and hunting people down, and then they get caught doing exactly what they say they're exposing. Because it seems like a pretty open and shut case. He posted it on Twitter. But really, it'd be one thing if this video was just to ask whether there's been any further investigations into this. But that would be in a normal, sane world. Because we live in this world of 2023 where the owner of the platform, the billionaire owner, reinstated the account. Then the CEO gone and doing interviews saying that the platform is the safest it's ever been. And then it leads to having hearings in Australian Parliament. Because yeah, it appears that this guy has committed a crime. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. See you next time.